Peace, 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 and welcome to Love Sirya's Divine Channel. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this reading and tuning in. And if you are returning, thank you for your support again. We are going to tap into the divine collective conscious energy just to see, what needs to be relayed to the divine collective at this moment in time. I will say that I'm super excited to see what is going to be relayed in the energies right now because Mercury just went direct. Ramadan ends today. We just had a new moon yesterday. Like the energy is giving. Oh, and it's the spring equinox. Okay, Aries season. There's a lot of beginnings happening right now. It's a lot of beginnings and endings happening simultaneously. Like the energy is entering, if that's a word. But I'm excited to tap in here. I'm gonna have to kind of calm the excitement down a little myself just to make sure that we are accurately relaying these messages. But I do want to provide a disclaimer that um, the messages that are shared are already um, messages that you are intuitively sensing, feeling, and knowing from your own spiritual team. I'm just here to articulate it in a different way. Okay, so if it resonates, you will automatically know. And if it doesn't, do not force it, simply let it go. I also want to actually provide another disclaimer about the word resonates because a lot of us feel like when we receive some information and it resonates or it speaks to us, okay, that is automatically truth, which is half true, but I want you to be careful about what it is that you're deeming as resonance to you because we all have the ability to vibrate on multiple spectrums of the frequency. Okay, so you can be attuning yourself to something that resonates to your lower nature, and you can be attuning yourself that resonates to your higher nature. So this is why discernment is very key. And this is why self-awareness is very important so that you know what it is that you're resonating with. Okay. But Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What messages do you have for the divine collective on this beautiful day? Okay. Holy Spirit, come through. What messages do you have? Thank you. We have Oshun of self-destruction. It says self-sabotage, destructive patterns, and caution. Tell me they ain't, clarifying what I just said about resonance, okay? And we have Oshun of correspondence. It says communication, listening, and conflict resolution, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have Oshun's Ashe, which is worthiness, self worth, and self respect. Okay. Which I think is exactly what I was speaking on just now. Okay. Making sure that you are taking caution with the things that you are tuning into, the things that you are receiving, the things that you are saying resonates with you. Okay. And what I mean by things, I mean by information, knowledge, foods, music, TV, whatever it is that you are digesting into your body, into your nervous system, into your mind, okay? Make sure that you are not succumbing to self-sabotaging behaviors, destructive behaviors, okay? Taking caution with the information that you are receiving, the messages that you are receiving, the things that you are receiving, and ensuring that it is resonating with the frequency that is aligned with your self-worth, that is aligned with your self-respect, that is aligned with your higher self, okay? Making sure that the communications that are coming to you and the things that you are listening to, the things that you are adhering to, actually provide some resolution to the problems, the conflicts, the traumas, the healing, the growth that you are seeking. Okay. Love to see it. But let's tap in some more. That was very self-explanatory, if I don't say so myself. Actually, let's read the book to see if the book has anything else specific to outline in regards to this message. Okay, so we have the Oshun of self-destruction. It says, I take conscious steps to transform destructive powers into empowering choices. Exactly. Stop the self-sabotage now. This is a cautionary sign. Oshun of self-destruction emerges from the shadowy corners of your psyche to bring attention to self-sabotaging habits or thoughts or destructive behaviors that you may be currently trapped in. Whether it's codependent love, addictions, or procrastination, it's time for an honest self-evaluation. Sure, this may feel unsettling, but it's also an opportunity for transformation, okay? We love to grow over here in this channel, okay? Oshun of correspondence, it says, I listen and speak with clarity and courage. It says, this is the initiation of laughter. Have you been holding something in? Speak your truth, but also be prepared to listen. Perhaps you've been all ears, but not voicing your own needs. Now's your time to be heard. The goddess reminds you that listening is as active as skill as is as active a skill as speaking. Make space for others' voices, even as you raise your own. Okay, that's bringing that balance. Um, to be able to receive other people's thoughts and feelings, and also being able to share yours as well. Make sure you get that reciprocity. Okay. For Oshun's Ashe, it says, I am worthy of love, success, and abundance. Okay. This is the initiation of mirrors. It says, here's the deal. It's high time to recognize your worth and stop settling for less. You are deserving of love, respect, and the very best in life. Stand tall in your worthiness and let the world see the value you bring. Ashe means so be it in Yoruba and represents your life force energy, also known as your prana or your chi. Oshun's Ashe vibrates with the energy of your innate worth and deservedness. Okay. Wow. I'm going to read this paragraph because I saw this key word that we are talking about. It says, what to do now? Quit those self sabotaging habits and negative self talk. The world will follow your lead once you truly value yourself. So chin up, shoulders back, and go out there to conquer the world. You got this. Okay. What I love about reading that is it's giving the confirmation that a lot of you all are currently in some self-sabotaging habits and behaviors and beliefs that is limiting you from stepping into your full power and your full potential. Okay. And you're not communicating what it is that you need. You're not communicating what it is that you want, whether that's communicating it to yourself, whether that's communicating it to your spiritual team and the higher self, or whether that's communicating to your community and the people around you who may be able to assist you. Okay. A lot of you all are keeping yourself small. You're limiting yourself. You're keeping yourself in a box. You're keeping yourself caged. You're keeping yourself in the dark right now because you are not speaking up for what it is that you want, what it is that you need, what it is that you are trying to obtain, okay, which is blocking you from reaching your full potential. Spirit is saying that you need to communicate your needs and your wants accurately, clearly, concisely, and truthfully, so that you can break out of this bondage of having to go through destructive patterns that is not necessary, and so that you can tap into your full potential. Okay. Spirit is saying that a lot of you all already know your worth, already know your value, already know what it is that you deserve. Okay. Now it's just time for you to take action. And in taking action to achieve a life of worth, of value, of respect, okay, you got to be able to voice it, you got to be able to communicate it, and you got to stop sabotaging yourself, mainly just blocking yourself from receiving exactly what it is that you desire. Okay. A lot of you all are afraid to speak up because you might be afraid to hurt people's feelings. You might be afraid to run people away, scare people away. You might be afraid of rejection. Okay. Irregardless, those are wounds within you that you need to heal. That has nothing to do with the people around you. These are abandonment wounds, rejection wounds, neglect wounds. Okay. It's time for you to step into your power with this King of Cups. Okay. Really hone in logically and emotionally. Okay. A lot of you all with this self-sabotaging behaviors, when your life gets chaotic, when your world gets chaotic, when you become overwhelmed emotionally, you allow your emotions to carry you into destructive patterns, into self-sabotaging powers. And it's like you have to learn how to stay grounded within yourself. You have to learn how to stay grounded in your truth, irregardless of the chaos and the commotion that is happening around you. Okay. Irregardless of others, people's emotions and reactions to what it is that you choose for yourself and the boundaries you set for yourself and the requirements and standards that you set for yourself. Okay. Irregardless of how people respond. Okay. You have to stay centered in yourself. Okay. The King of Cups is very intuitive, is very logical, but also very emotionally mature, where he's able to maintain his truth, maintain his emotions in the midst of transformation, because that's what it said that you all are going through. You're going through transformation, or you have the opportunity to go through transformation here. Okay. But you have to do it with maturity. Okay. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. We have the Seven of Pentacles coming out. Okay. This is patience. Okay. This is tending to your garden. This is planting seeds and doing the work necessary to achieve the fruits of your labor. All right. Yeah. With the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is collaboration. This is hard work. So you're being called right now to plant the necessary seeds in other people's ears, okay? Taking that small step towards this life that you want to create for yourself, whatever that looks like. Make sure that you are tending to your garden, tending to your dream, tending to what it is that you want to obtain for yourself, okay? Having that patience and not being hesitant to take that next step, okay? We did see procrastination and one of those messages, which can be a destructive pattern for you, which can be a blocking mechanism or tool that you are doing to prevent you from reaching this end all be all. Okay. Wow. With the Queen of Wands coming out here, yes, this is Queen of Wands is being in that energy of power. Okay. The Queen of Wands is extremely confident. She is the most attractive queen in the deck. Okay. She knows how to attract exactly what she wants. She knows how to will her power to get what she wants. She is powerful, confident, attractive, loving, the epitome of beauty. Okay. So this is what you all are striving to obtain, are going after. This is the need, the want. This is the self-worth, the self-respect that is being shown here. Okay. But this is the guidance that you all are being called to have at this moment in time, primarily to be patient, to plant the seeds and take the necessary steps, no matter how small. Okay. We have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which just let it be known that you do have the time to rest mentally. A lot of you all have been going through a lot of mental turmoil, which was causing self-sabotaging, destructive patterns. Okay. You all was going through a lot of mental turmoil, which was causing you to have limiting beliefs about yourself, about your potential, about your growth, about what it is that you can have. Okay. But now it's time to lay that to rest. Leave your worries to God. Okay. Continue to pray. Continue to do what is necessary um, for you to step into your power. Okay. Because it's literally a choice at this point. It's not a matter of if you can, it's a matter of what you will do. Okay. Okay. You can do it. It's just a matter of if you will, if you're willing to. Okay. So kind of be at peace, be at rest right now, and just focus a little bit more on what it is that you can do today, right? What it is you can do right now to get you towards that goal. Maintain your emotional and mental state. Be logical. Be emotionally intelligent, right? So that you can step into your power with this Queen of Wands, so that you can live this confident, fulfilled, powerful life that you deeply desire. Okay. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What other messages do you have for the Divine Collective in regard to this reading? We have divine timing coming out. It says everything has a purpose. Ashe. Okay. This is why you all are being called to be patient right now and to stay grounded. Okay. Make sure that you're standing in your truth. Make sure that you're not being moved to and from by emotions. Okay. Because everything is happening in divine timing. But you have to stay focused. And that's how you stay focused, is when you're grounded in yourself, grounded in your truth, and you're keeping your emotions at bay. You're being responsive and not reactive. Okay. Because everything has a higher purpose. Everything happens in divine timing. Okay. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What other messages do you have for the Divine Collective in regards to this reading? Spirit is wanting me to say the reason why you're being told to take things step by step, okay, which is why you're being told to plant seeds, even if the step is small, even if the step is minuscule, okay, why you're being called to be patient right now is because everything has a higher purpose, and you have to make sure that you have the ducks set up in a row, that you have everything um, prepared, okay, so that whatever this higher purpose, whatever this higher goal is, can come into fruition. You got to prepare for it, okay? You're in the season of preparation. Ashe. That's what Spirit wants you all to know. Sacrifice, giving up something now for a future reward, okay? This sacrifice, do understand, sacrifice means to make something sacred, okay? So you're being called to make yourself sacred. You're being called to take care of this sacred space that you are in, to create a sacred space for you to be able to grow, to flourish. Okay. Spirit is saying that you are sacred and you need to take care of yourself. Okay. Hold yourself as this sacred being. Honor yourself as this sacred being. Respect yourself as the sacred being, and make sure that you are giving up these self-limiting beliefs, these self-sabotaging behaviors, your procrastination, your self-limiting actions, whatever it is that is holding you back from stepping into your divinity, from stepping into the sacredness of who you are. Okay, whether that's people, places, things, ideas, habits, behaviors, whatever it is, you're being called to sacrifice that right now so that you can obtain this future reward. Okay, the moment you make this sacrifice, you will obtain this higher purpose, this higher thing. The higher God's plan will be revealed to you all in due timing. Okay, but you are being called to make some sacrifices here. At the bottom of the deck, we have a new opportunity, insights gained from a new experience, job, or partner. Okay, so this is the future reward that Spirit is hinting to you all is coming in for you, which is why you're being called to honor yourself, respect yourself, and take the moment to rest. Give it to God, okay, because everything is working out for you in your favor, okay? Everything is working out for you. For some of you all, this future reward, this higher purpose, this bigger thing that you are working towards is a new job. Others, it's a new experience, whether that's a new house, a new school, a new home, going to school, a new community. For others, you are trying to attract a partner, a lover, okay? This is in the works for you all, okay? You just have to make sure that you're doing your part. All right. Everything is happening for you. Just make sure you're continuously to do your part. You're staying patient. Okay. You got to attune yourself to the frequency, to the lifestyle that you want to live and experience. I'm going to get some of this love romance, see if there's any messages that is coming out here for you all. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. Do you have any messages from this Oracle deck for the Divine Collective? Considering this new opportunity is a new experience, a new job, or a new partner. Let's see. Holy Spirit, you gave us a hint. Is there any other messages? Okay. Ooh, we got honeymoon coming out. Both of these cards fell on the floor. Okay. Um, we have honeymoon, which is enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. We also have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay. Um, At the bottom of the deck, we have it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, so yeah, for this new opportunity, you all are going to have to be open to it, open to receive it. You can't be closed off. But in the meantime, in between times, Spirit is saying like have gratitude and enjoy this process that you are going through because you are in the season of preparation. You're in the season of preparation to receive a great love, to receive a stable, great paying job, to receive a um, a humble abode, a home filled of joy and happiness. Okay, enjoy the process right now. Really gravel in it, okay, which is why we have this Seven of Pentacles, which is all about tending to the garden, which is all about being patient, which is all about doing the mundane things, all the hard work that is required to, grow fruit, right? Enjoy this process with this honeymoon card, okay? With this retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. With this one, I'm just hearing be careful not to be of the world, but just to be in it. Some of you all are maybe called to kind of disconnect from um, particular ideologies that's keeping you stuck, that's keeping you uh, it's keeping you closed off. I'm hearing that a lot of you all have an ideology about love, an ideology about jobs, ideology about something that is blocking you from receiving the one thing that you need that's going to propel you forward to get what you actually want. That's what I'm hearing with that. Okay. That's for somebody. That is for somebody. I'm going to get one more card here, an archetype card, because I love how the archetype cards just bring everything full circle and really give an idea of what the energy is right now or what's happening with the energy. Okay. So Holy Spirit, come through. Thank you. We have the Village coming out again. That came out in the last reading. Okay. All right, we have the Village here, which to me is just kind of reiterating this honeymoon and retreat card, okay? Because the Village talks about how you are in your community, you're in your home, you're in the place that you grew up, um, the garden that you, the garden that birthed you, basically, right? And now it's time for you to venture off to go find a more lucrative garden, a more fruitful garden. Okay. It's just time for you to branch off and do what is necessary. Okay. For your growth. Do what is necessary for your growth. But I'll read it in case nobody has seen that previous reading and in case something I say sticks out to you. Okay. We have the hometown, the family, the tribe. When light, it says intimate, rooted, intergenerational, and communal. When dark, it says small minded, gossipy, trapped, restricted. Okay. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you all are having to navigate through this dark energy of feeling, thinking small mindedly about yourself. Doing more gossip versus doing more knowledge based things that's going to help you and propel you. I feel like a lot of you all, like I said, have yourself trapped and caged in. You're restricting yourself from receiving and stepping into this powerful energy that you all are in. It says the village presents us with a conundrum. On one hand, it's the place that feels most like home, the place to which you can always return. Nostalgia and comfort draw us back. On the other hand, it's the very place you must leave in order to grow. Around the village, an unspoken boundary exists, one most villagers do not want you to cross. Though some support your leaving, still you hear whispers of doubt as you venture beyond its borders, leaving them behind. I think this is confirming that energy I was saying, like not being too influenced by other people's reactions and responses to the boundaries that you were setting, to the standards that you were setting, right? It says the energy of the village is present anytime we feel restricted by a certain group, community, family, place, or ideology. It may have served us in the past, yet staying within its parameters will never satiate our thirst for life, okay? Remember, I was saying with this retreat card that a lot of you all have a particular ideology that you are holding on to that is blocking you from doing that one thing that's going to propel you forward towards what it is that you actually want, okay? Thank the village for all it has provided, knowing you will someday return. For now, the world awaits. Yeah, it's time for you to retreat. It's time for you to leave whatever this safe space is that you created in your mind that is no longer conducive to the growth that you are trying to obtain. Okay. Um, I'm trying to think of an ideology, for example, to explain this energy. Let's say if we're talking careers, you always told yourself that you will never work in the corporate sector, right? And then there's a job that an opportunity that comes to you to work in the corporate sector. It has the benefits, it has the pay, it has the circumstance that is beneficial to you, but you're like, no, I always told myself I wouldn't go corporate. So you deny the role, not realizing that if you were to accept this role, you would actually meet the one person or the few people that will help you do the entrepreneurial work, or that will help you do the charity work, or whatever it is that you feel or you are called to do. Going into this corporate world will not only provide you with the stability that you need, but it will also help you to meet the people that you are supposed to meet to get you to where you need to go. You get what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I hope so, because that's the reason for the day, and that's all I gotta say. Okay. Please give the video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. I would love to have you. Leave a comment below. Let your girl know. I mean, not too many of you communicate with me, but one day you might, and I would love to hear it. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Sending you love and light, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Peace.